Hello friends, Fujosevich here, and welcome back to some Hearthstone with some Barnes Control Shaman, one of my favorite decks for combating this apparently aggressive meta, but I have definitely not been seeing that as I've been playing this deck a little bit recently. Unfortunately for me, and unfortunately for you trying to watch these videos, but that's alright. So the idea behind this deck, and I think I've talked about this before, and I do it basically every time because this is a slightly off meta deck, is the fact that we have Barnes, where's my mouse? There it is. We have Barnes going to get comboed with a bunch of really big minions. And the idea is by the end of the game, we're just throwing out big threat after big threat after big threat that all have to basically be answered. All of these big minions at the end. Oh, and this is looking like a very, very interesting shaman that we've run into. And I like, please, very interesting rogue. Apparently I need to focus on what I'm saying when I speak. Oh, maybe this is an interesting Jade rogue, which could be okay. So my issue right now is if I play the Feral Spirits, I'm not going to be able to play Barnes next turn, and I kind of really want Barnes, but I think I'd rather have a couple minions out that do contest the board. So we'll see how this goes. I really don't know how this matchup works. I was going to say, if this is Miracle, I think we're in big... Hey. That's my play, man. What are you doing here? Okay, now we'll show him how to Barnes when it's our turn here. We'll just go ahead and take out the Jade. Oh, I was going to say healing is best, but that's okay. Yeah, so when it's our turn, we'll go ahead and show him how to Barnes, because I don't want to risk the Earth Elemental. Or getting a sap on the Earth Elemental is absolutely devastating, I think. And I just don't want to risk that. And then I'm overloaded 3 on turn 6, and then I still can't play Barnes. And I spent the whole first minute of this video talking about how much Barnes is an awesome addition to this deck and how it's really great against aggro, but this is going to be some sort of mid-range deck that we're coming up against. But I really don't know what to expect. I mean, the Jade Rogue, people keep trying to make it work. I think on a lot of the meta reports, it doesn't seem to really be doing that well. But we'll see what happens here. I think I'm too afraid of I'm definitely too afraid. If we get Spell Power, I might Lightning Bolt this down. If we get Blood Mage Zalnos. Ooh, I'm the Darkest Night. I didn't know what he said. I had to take a second there. Yeah, Squelch. No Incredibles for you. So we are, I don't even know how to be, wow, this is really just an Ultra Control sort of Evis. If you want to Evis that, I'm fine with it. I'm really confused and a little worried because whenever you see these off-meta decks, you don't know what to expect, which is kind of why I like playing the deck that we are playing right now. And so I want a Earth Elemental with a Lava Shock, basically, is why I'm not playing this yet. Spell Power, and we'd go. No thanks then. So yeah, next turn we'll Earth Elemental and Lava Shock this down. Heal us back up a little bit, and then also, ooh, this is a golden rogue, so that's kind of cool. So the idea behind that is it keeps our mana crystals unlocked, just in the event that something silly happens. Ooh, this deck though. 3, 5, 7, 8. It's a lot of damage, but at the same time, what isn't a lot of damage nowadays? I'll go ahead and just take my heal. I don't know what to expect. I mean, these are helping our opponent cycle, which is kind of scary. If it's some sort of Jade deck, can't really be Jade Miracle. I don't know if you can fit all of those cards in. No sap and we're good, right? I mean, we don't have an 8. We don't have basically any of our other big minions will do, aside from where's Ysera? Ysera's here. We have our other 2 minions that we can't play. So if we get Rag, Sylvanas, Emperor next turn, I think those are all really good top decks, which is 4, 5, 6 maybe. If we count Earth Elemental as well as decent. That's 5, 6 top decks out of 20. So it's, you know, a quarter, 25%, a little more. 25, 30%. I'm fine with that. That's decent odds for a top deck, and we still have obviously lots and lots of reactive things in hand that we can deal with. Ooh, trying to get that sap. Oh, just playing that sap late. I dig it. We're not happy about this board, the way things are set up. We can easily get Leroy'd, double. What are the chances this just destroys me if I Earth Elemental again? Like, we just get hit with another sap. We can do this and then just clear out the draw. Now, I know part of the issue here is... Hey, that's kind of neat. So part of the issue here is if we just get hit with another sap, we're in really big trouble anyways. But, you know, sap happens. Oof, that's pretty big. Fan of Knives. Wow, look at this Azure Drake doing big work. Finally trading something into us. Well, our Lightning Storm will be able to clear. Lightning Storm Maelstrom Portal clears every time. But we'll go risking it. Okay, well, that's a clear board. Our opponent's starting to build up their Jades, though. But I think, I mean, if we... we're going to hit Rag next turn basically no matter what. Unless we have to Hex. If this is 4 cards into Edwin, then yes, we have to Hex. But otherwise, we're going to Rag next turn, which is okay. Because then we're going to Rag into Yashiraj, which is pretty sweet. And then Yashiraj is going to be able to pull some really cool things. The only problem is when Yashiraj pulls something like Emperor Thorsan or Ysera, those subsequent pulls don't also trigger because the wording is at the end of your turn. So your turn ends, then Yashiraj pulls a card, but your turn's already over, so Ysera doesn't also get to pull a card and Emperor doesn't also get to proc. However, when they get pulled with Barnes, because it's a battle cry, where did Barnes go? Right over here. When Barnes pulls a card, then their effect does take place because it's a battle cry, it's still your turn, then your turn ends, and that cool thing happens. Not that I'm saying Ysera is bad for that, because I mean there's obviously a lot that then goes on. Yeah. This is almost too good of a Maelstrom Portal turn, right? Give me Emperor Thorsan. I kind of really still want to play Rag, though. I feel like this just puts on so much more pressure, basically no matter what gets played. I mean, Face is okay. Face is sometimes the place. I just realized how low I am on health. I was not paying attention to that whatsoever. I definitely would have Maelstrom Portaled. That's 6 damage. That's 9 damage. Wow, that's very lucky for me that my opponent didn't realize they could have set me at 2. I really need a top deck Hex. Or my real Halaziel. Wow, I just realized what the heck I did. Oh, that's interesting. So you have your Jade. So yeah, that's interesting. All the Jade Golem basically have the ability... I think we need to Yashiraj here, right? Yeah, Emperor's too slow. This pulls out extra... I mean, ideally we want to pull out Earth Elemental for the taunt. Ysera's pretty cool just because it's terrifying. And then next turn we can Malagos for 1,000,000 damage. And that's the only reason why, you know, Emperor's even a debate, because then this becomes, you know, 18 damage. What is this? 5 plus 3, 8, 16 damage? Okay, only 16 damage. Uh-oh. Please not SI7, double SI7 to the face.
The shadows beckon.
Add a 1/1 copy that costs 1 to your hand. Whoa! This is some super cool next level combo here. I feel like I'm gonna have to do some clearing, but I need a second AoE though. Did I just lose? Did I just lose here right now? What do we do? Because we can't be killing these, because then that just triggers more things. I feel like I have to go here. This is 14. sets my opponent... If we had a heal, oh, it'd be game over. If we top decked a Healing Wave or a Halazeal, it'd be over. We could Blood Mage into Lightning Bolt. That's 3 out of 14. It's a decent enough chance. 14 damage sets him at 8. Hold on. 14 plus 8 is exactly 22, right? 10 plus 4, 14. 14 plus 5 is 19. 19 plus 3, 22. Here's the thing about my maths. If you've been watching these videos for any amount of time, you know that these mistakes do happen, and I honestly have no problem posting them, because this is really supposed to be a learning experience for me, and I hope anyone who takes the time to ever watch these videos. So I really appreciate that, and that's kind of why, like, I like to take my time sometimes with my turn. Sometimes these videos take a little bit longer than maybe they should have, but if you are enjoying them and you're learning a little bit, I know I'm learning a lot getting to do this, feel free to hit that big red subscribe button below. I don't know that we're going to make it to rank 5 like I'd really hoped. We had a really good early climb, but we kind of ran into life problems and life aggro the rest of the season, late in the season, which is fine. But thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.